Hi Sag, welcome back to our channel. All right guys, let's go ahead and do a weekend reading for you and see what you can expect this weekend. Happy Friday to everyone. I hope that you're doing well. Let's see what wants to come out for you for this weekend. Give me 1 second, sorry. All right, give me some messages for my Saggies watching. What can they expect this weekend? What's happening? What are the themes of this weekend for my Sagittarius watching? Give me some messages. Okay, this is interesting. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. I see a situation here, Sag, about someone who could be super generous, but they don't have much to give. Okay. And it feels like there could be a disappointment between you and this person this weekend. For you, I feel like you're going to end up just fine, but there may be like a harsh reality or there may be a harsh reality check or a harsh truth that needs to be translated from you to them. So I'm seeing this person as the Page of Pentacles. And the issue at hand could be the Six of Pentacles. You know, it's like trying to give so much, but you only have so little. It's something like that, okay? Like, I don't know. This could be like someone who's trying to buy a big gift, but they don't have really a lot of money in the bank during this check season. And they need to live within their means. Or this could be like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's like either someone doesn't have the experience or the maturity for something, or someone just doesn't have much. Something is very like pequeño. Is that the word? Okay. And whoever this is, they try to give a lot. So there could be some type of reality check. If it's not you like calling this out, it could be a situation where someone falls short when they promised something huge. Like reality really hits them in the face, okay? And it's very interesting because I feel like this isn't you. And the reason I feel like this isn't you, Sag, is because we have the sun of how your weekend is starting, which is a very positive card. And we also have the Nine of Cups, which is how the weekend could be ending for you. So you have two positives. And really in the middle is where I see this disagreement. So we have the Three of Swords after the Sun, and right before the Nine of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so something could be hurting someone, and in that moment, it's very disappointing, but later on, it will be devastating, is what I'm seeing. But it also is an ode to someone who's trying to give more than what they have. Like they need to be within their means, whatever that means. It doesn't have to be financially, but someone only has this much or they only have this much experience. They need to stop promising more or trying to give more when they're at this level, okay? So there's an energy here. And also with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like for you, you may have felt like something would have been risky. Like if someone is over promising something, you knew that it was risky to trust them with that Page of Pentacles. Because Page of Pentacles also gives gambler energy or spirit. Okay, so you didn't want to gamble on this. You felt like there was a high probability that someone was bluffing. Okay, I don't know what this is, but we're going to see. So give me the sun. Looks like the beginning of your weekend is starting off really, really nice with the sun. You could have sunny weather where you're living. The sun could be out and nice and warm and not hot, okay, and enjoyable heat. Also, there's an energy of being on a high. So you could have like a natural high for life. This could be like working out, and when you get those endorphins and feeling high off of that. This could also be having like libations and drinks. Maybe you're a smoker, or there's something here that puts you in an element of a high vibration with the sun. You also could have a very playful mood in the beginning of your weekend, like doing some really fun things, really treating your inner child in some way. But also the sun is like exposure, so exposing the truth. So there could be a really harsh truth that needs to be revealed the beginning of this weekend. And it could be putting things into perspective for the other party, but there seems like there's some disappointment here. All right, let's see. Tell me about the sun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a reality check. Usually my reality check card is the tower, and the tower didn't come out, but it just came out with the clarifier card. So we have tower, crisis. There's some type of reality check that's happening that's being exposed this weekend between you and an environment, maybe you and your family. Also, we have the star here, right? So it's also said with optimism. It's not said to really defeat someone or in like, malicious intent. It's said to heal something, okay? Heal someone's maybe pain, why they feel like they need to overachieve when they don't have it like that. Or it's said in a moment of like, how can we work through this? How can we heal things? Okay. So it's almost like constructive criticism you could be going through, or someone around you, maybe you're giving this to them because you are the teacher. All right. It's like in an effort to fix things over time. Okay. And there's another thing about like, whatever this is, it can't be fixed overnight. It's not that easy. Someone has to build upon this. Someone has to build their finances. Someone has to build their stamina. Someone has to build maturity, experience, growth. Okay. So something involves growth here. And there's a lengthy like period of time that it will take to be able to be what someone is trying to be. All right, it's like stop trying to be a try hard, or something could have been very superficial, okay? So it's in an effort to resolve things, to fix things. This could also be you having closure with a certain issue that's been on your mind for a while. You could be having some type of conversation of closure with someone, and you're really just being real. You're not holding back, okay? And it could be very painful for whoever could be on the receiving end with the Three of Swords here. Tell me about that Three of Swords. Tell me about that Three of Swords for Sagittarius this weekend. There's like a harsh, like, truth that someone has to swallow. There's a hard pill to swallow in this situation. Let's see. All right, we have Strength card. And we have the Page of Wands, okay? Whoever this is that is getting this constructive criticism or getting this harsh truth, it feels like they need more like strength in whatever they're doing. They need a more fighting spirit, right? So it's like you want to be at this place, but you're claiming to be at this place, but you're not there yet. You want to be there, and all you need to get there is patience, maybe more experience, and a fighting spirit, like a more stamina or a need to not give up, okay? So that is something that someone is like thinking about right now. There's also like thoughts of discipline and self-control as well. So, that's interesting because with the Three of Swords, usually that could be like a fight or argument that came out with the Tower. So it's like someone really showed a lot of emotional maturity or emotional regulation in a time that they may have been really hurt, which does show maturity and growth, right? And then we have the Page of Wands. So someone's very curious about what's said. There's also like some truth coming out that someone's been curious about. Like if something's been off, then someone has already been thinking this. And this is just now pulling the rug beneath both of you and just getting to the bottom of it. Okay. I feel like something hurts at first, but throughout the duration of the weekend, it's gonna feel worse, okay? Because you go from the Three of Swords to the Ten of Swords. So this really puts someone in a place of feeling devastated, and it also is the energy of like not beating a dead horse. So if someone is so used to trying to prove themselves, kind of like the Seven of Wands, someone is like accepting their fate. They're accepting the hard truth. They're not going to try to prove anyone wrong. This is the truth and I need to change it, okay? But it's really hard. It kind of puts someone in a dark night of the soul. Let's see what's going on here. Also, there's an energy too of like someone handles a situation very well, but the rest of the weekend it's like walking on eggshells. Okay, so you definitely want to steer clear of whoever this person is. Everybody just kind of has to sit back and just watch and just, be on their p's and q's, because someone here, they almost have like a delayed reaction. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, tell you about the Ten of Swords. If you look at this card, there's like people hiding behind the bushes. They're like, I do not want to run into this guy. Okay. So someone definitely feels something deeper as time goes on this weekend. Tell me about the Ten of Swords here. It is best to give this situation or connection or people some space. All right, Four of Wands, that can be hard because Four of Wands can be like confined in the same room, in the same household, in the same environment, or you guys have to bump into each other at work, or you guys go to church together, so there's something really hard about. There could also be an event coming up, like a party, a birthday party, a baby shower, a wedding, that you'll be in the same vicinity. So it is hard to steer clear, but it's like just giving space, because space is needed. Someone had to deal with a really hard truth. So it's like, just let them sit on that for a while. All right, what else is here? Yeah, Two of Pentacles as well. All right, someone's trying to recalibrate or realign themselves after, some type of hard acceptance. So, it just takes some time here. Also, someone could start weighing their options as well, because there's always a choice. So it's like if you have a job, you could be a barista, and maybe you think you're working so hard and you're doing your best, but then your boss gives you that evaluation and they're being so like tough on you. They're giving you all this constructive criticism. Your drinks don't taste that good. You talk to the customers too much. You come in late, and you thought you were really doing your best, and it's hurtful. So you have a decision with the Two of Pentacles of weighing your options. Either you stay and you try to prove yourself and you work on it, or you could start looking for other jobs, and go somewhere where maybe someone else or another place of employment will value you better. So someone's weighing their options as well this weekend. I see that. And what's this person going to decide on? Are they staying or are they leaving? Staying. Hierophant. Hierophant is one of the biggest cards for commitment. Okay, so someone is choosing to restructure themselves. They're choosing to conform to what's needed of them, right? And they also see it as like it's changing not only for other people and what people criticize you about. It's changing so that they can be better. Okay, but it's also energy of heavy investment. So whoever's making this decision, they're going to be mad as fuck. They're mad, right? And there's definitely some space needed here, but their ultimate decision in the long run is to stay and commit and to conform. And, they're listening also to their elder. So whoever has the more maturity here, whoever has more experience here, whoever is looked at as a teacher, a guru, a priest or priestess energy, they respect that. They respected this person's advice or wisdom. And I feel like someone's going to commit themselves. And it's going to feel good at the end because, people doubt you in life. And sometimes it is true, certain things. I've been doing readings on YouTube since 2022. I've gotten some really crazy comments, but a lot of those comments were the truth. And it helped me to better myself, to shape myself, to become who I am today. And I'm still growing and evolving. And if I get any harsh comments ever again, I will reflect on them, even if I don't like them. And it may shape me for my future to become a master. So I feel like that's the kind of energy that this person, they have acceptance here, but it was definitely a hard pill to swallow, whoever this is. Now, for you, Sag, you are sitting very comfy. And speaking of barista, that does look like a barista, doesn't it? All right, the Nine of Cups does give energy of someone who does drinks. So we talked about the energy of gambling. So someone could be a cocktail waitress at a casino. Someone could be a barista. Maybe that resonates with someone. Someone could be a mixologist here or a bartender, whatever you want to claim. Okay, but there is an energy of acts of service as well that you could be doing that brings you happiness. It's a sense of being in control. So I don't know what that's about, but you could be cooking for people this weekend, the end of this weekend. You could be, if you're a smoker, you could be rolling up the J's. I don't know. You could be pouring people drinks. You could be, I don't know, you're doing some type of act of service. But the Nine of Cups is really for you. So there's something that feels good to cater to maybe this group of people, maybe this person, or just catering brings happiness this weekend. So think about that, however that may be able to resonate in your life. Acts of service is going to make you very happy or pleased or ground you. However you do that, whether you're the designated driver this weekend or I don't know how else, but there's something about you like service oriented and acts of service that really makes you more happier than the people receiving. The people receiving feel like they're being catered to and they're being adorned on, but you're the real winner in that. So remember that as well. Like something's going to bring you happiness to do that. And also too, you get what you want. So Nine of Cups is wish fulfilled. So if this was like really hard for you to have a conversation, to call someone out, or even some type of evaluation that you went through, it's going to work out in your highest good. Okay. And I see you being ultimately pleased here at the end of the day. So let's see what that's about with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's something you have you're walking with with confidence. You're walking with confidence. You also have the Knight of Wands, so you may end up serving others in a very impulsive way. It wasn't planned. It's in the spur of the moment, but it brings you a lot of peace and happiness, and it makes you feel like you may get a lot of props for this, okay? And we also have we also have the Devil here, so there could be an intense sexual connection that you may have that may be a very pleasing, I don't know what to call this, a session. I don't know. Sexual session. I don't know. I don't know what to call it, guys. I'm sorry. But the Devil is here. So there's something here there could be a sexual situation that kind of pleases you, that you're able to get your rocks off and you're dealing with someone who's a pleaser. I don't know. Also, the Devil is like indulgence. So you are indulging in the act of service, something that you like to indulge in. You may be able to flip the narrative by catering to other people this way. Okay. Like, how can I say you've been eating so much, right? Because Jupiter is now in Leo. And so that's expansion, especially for Saggies. You could be eating a lot, your waistline is getting thicker. You've been eating a lot and it's not healthy per se, right? It's not your norm. You know that it's coming maybe from emotions or whatever you're going through, stress. And whatever you naturally indulge in, you're able to give to others in an act of service. So you could be cooking for others. You could be a grill master this weekend, You're kind of like taking whatever your vice or your habit is and you're able to give to others and it brings you happiness that other people are pleased, okay? So maybe it's not you being pleased, it's you performing well or doing something well. There's lots of compliments coming to you. Oh my God, Sag, this is like the best food I ever had. This is the best grilled fish that I ever eaten. This is the best cocktail that I ever had, or whatever. You're getting a lot of compliments here. So I don't know how that may resonate for you. That's kind of like a little bit of a funky explanation of these messages, but maybe it will resonate for you. You guys can just let me know at the end of your weekend how it went. Okay, you can comment down below. All right, I'm going to put some last words for your weekend and then I'm going to get going. I hope you guys have a great weekend, okay? I'm wishing the best for my Saggies as always. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in again. All right, let's see. Last words for my Saggies. Last words for my Saggies for their weekend ahead. What can you tell me? All right, one more card. One more card for Sagittarius. All right, bottom of the deck, we have locked up, they won't let me out. Okay. Locked up could be when you're fixated on a situation, you're having a hard time moving on. It also could be like jail time, prison time. So there could be someone who's incarcerated that may be of significance of this story. It also is like mental prison, like you can't stop thinking about something. Okay, so that is what that card means. Now, we also have age difference here. And yes, there could be a significant age difference between you and other people, but it also gives with this card, based off of your reading, a maturity difference or experience difference. Okay. We have here, you were in my dreams. Okay. So you may have dreams about someone, or someone may have dreams about you, and maybe there's an interaction that may be happening this weekend. We have leave me alone. Oh, Lord. Okay. We have trust issues. Okay. Not only just trust concerns, but I feel like there's a lot of trust concerns about if someone's going to be able to live up to what they say that they do. Okay. Like someone, it's like you say that you can do this, but you're like the student. All right. So it's like trust issues behind that. We have wig slide. So definitely some type of sexual activity happening this weekend. If that's not your vibe and you know that you're not going to be doing that, then you could be doing some type of strenuous activity that may make your wig slide. As you see today, I am wearing my scarf. So my wig is secured, and it's going to be secured all weekend long. Okay. So if you need to, copy a little bit just to secure the wig, then go ahead and do that. We have two independent. Someone could be a little stubborn because they're not good at receiving help, okay, or taking criticism. We have in the trash. In the trash could be like, anything that has to do with the trash. In the trash means not willing to recycle something again. So with that Ten of Swords, is definitely an ending of maybe a way of doing things. It's an ending of a certain environment, connection. But I feel like it's more so like a way of doing things, or maybe a belief system that someone has that they need to adopt another belief system. So something definitely is going in the trash. We have manipulator. We have under the bed. We have I know you will hurt me. Oh, Lord. We have October, Libra, or Scorpio. October could be very significant as well. We have celebrity status. And we have fake persona. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, make sure to like the video before you go. Comment down below and let me know after this weekend how it resonated with you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I would love to have you join the family. And with that being said, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you again soon. Take care of yourself this weekend and have a lot of fun. All right, guys. I will speak to you in the next one. Bye.